Now we'll start our session. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'll start. In the last session, we started about the database concept. So here the MySQL database, how we are installing, how we are downloading, how we are installing, and after the installing, how we are using that MySQL database. So I explained guys, so for interacting to MySQL database, we require to use SQL queries. So this is one software. Using this SQL query, we are sending the request and we can get the response guys. So first of all, from the Python script, if we want to interact to the MySQL database, we require to install the required third-party module. For MySQL interaction related, PyMySQL module we can use, or else MySQL connector related other module also there. So today one more other module also I will let you know guys. So using this module or any other Python MySQL related other modules also there, can install any one module, and using that module we can interact. So here procedure steps important guys. Step 1 what, step 2 what, step 3 what, like that. So required module you have to import and then create the required connection object by giving the required inputs. In this module we have a connect method. To that username is what, password is what, host is what, database name is what, like that. All the inputs, required inputs we are giving and creating the connection object. Using this cursor object we are going to create connection object dot cursor method. So by using the cursor method of the connection object, we can create the cursor object. And next, create the required SQL query, and that query we can execute by using the cursor by using the execute method of the cursor object. So in this cursor object, we have a execute method. Using this required SQL query we can execute. After executing, then data is coming and storing in this cursor object only. From that cursor object we have to access guys. So if we want to access available data from the cursor object, using the for loop we can access, or using the fetching methods we can access them. Fetch all method, fetch many method, fetch one method, fetch many without count, fetch many with count there. So without count if there, the tuple of single tuple object return, fetch many of count if there, tuple of given count number of tuples returning, and fetch all tuple of tuples, all the tuples returning, fetch one only single tuple returning guys. Okay, and finally every opened object we have to close it. Cursor object we open closing, connection object we open closing, like that. So these 7 steps most of the times we are using regularly, and small other changes also we are doing based on the requirement. Okay, now so remember guys, these all I explained in the last session. So next here I want to open the MySQL. I want to open this MySQL command line, and now here they enter the password. Now here the commands you have to do the practice guys. So if you are understanding the command, then you can write scripting more easily. So here show databases we can use if we want to see the all available databases. Out of all, which one is the current database? If we want to see, command name is select database followed by the parenthesis. Then null database, nothing selected, no one is selected, like that. So we are understanding this. And out of them, if any one database, if we want to select, so we can use that one. For example, here, so here one database is there. This is I want to select, then use command we can use followed by the required database name. So in this, if any, if we are pressing upper arrow, previous entered command coming. So now select database returns our current DB guys. In this, if any table there, if we want to know, then show tables guys. Show tables we are using. Then no tables there. This is the empty database. Just empty database. Okay, you can use any other one guys. For example, I'm going to use, so here this one I'm using, and now here the show tables. So in this number of tables there guys, in this number of tables there, for example one table employee there, this table related description I want to see, then so description followed by the table name we can use. So DSC command, describe meaning. So this table contains what are the columns, every column related data type, and null values allowed or not, which column is a primary key, PRI representing primary key, and this is the auto increment there means, so we are going to enter only name, salary, city, mobile. IDs are automatically incrementing. And here the S is there means for mobile, even though we are not entering value, no problem, null value storing. But remaining all the columns must be required values if null no is there. By default, for every column, default no value there, that's why null value is there by default. I mean, it's like empty. And these are the data types, guys. For ID related, big integer data type following, name related varchar of 30 following, salary related double data type following, floating values accepting here. So double we can use, float we can use, int we can use, guys. So city related again varchar I'm using here. The char we can use, varchar we can use here. So compared to the char, varchar is the better one. That's why directly can use varchar. For example, char of 30 if I'm using. So in your name only 4 characters you are entered. So it is occupying 30 spaces, 30 bytes occupying as. But if I'm using like this varchar, okay, maximum 30 bytes occupying, okay, 30 characters allowed. So if we are using 4, only 4 bytes occupying as. So remaining memory is saving. Okay, no? Not occupying complete 30 like that. So like different data types there. So description we got it. Now this table related data I want to see, guys. This table related select command we can use. Select start from table name. Table name. In this table, if any data is there, the data we are able to see it. Okay. So I don't want all the columns. The star representing all the columns, guys. So I want only employee name and employee city only, guys. Employee name and city only. Then in this star place required column names we can use e name, comma, city I want from table name. Only these two things you're getting. So this e name as employee name I want, guys. So here as employee name, as employee name. This is the alias name. So this e name using as keyword, we are renaming to this employee underscore name. So this value we are able to see here. This is not permanently changing in the table. Only at the time of displaying like this, we are displaying employee name. Sometimes in the database columns, short names there, guys, when we are accessing full abbreviation related, we can display it. Got it, this one? And next here, for example, if salaries there, guys, so here a lot of aggregation functions. This all we can use it, guys. And next comes to here, just salary related. I'm getting select the salary from table name. Okay, so spelling mistake is there. Salary. Then you're getting, and out of all these salaries, which one is the max salary? If we want, then max function is there, guys. So select maximum of salary from table name. Okay, spelling mistakes I'm using. Now here, so max, capital letters, lower letters, we can use any one, no problem. So maximum salary in this table, 82,000, guys. Same like min also we can use minimum salary we are getting. Okay, and next sum of all these salaries also you will get it. Sum of all these salaries, total count these 3 salaries. If we are merging, then we are getting this one, guys. Total salary, this one. And average salary also, if we want, then we can use here the ABC function. Average salary also we are getting. Total 3 employees there. Total salary by 3. Multiply, dividing, and then you're going to get this one. Okay. So now these all are aggregation functions, guys. So like this we can use. Next, select star from table name. So then all the records you are getting, guys. All the records you are getting. So now here different salaries there. Order wise, I want to get it. By default, ID based ordering 1, 2, 3 like that. Ascending order coming by default. Now here we can use order by based on which column? salary, based on the salary I want to order. That's why here 50,000, 60,000, 82,000, like that, incrementing. By default, ascending order, low salary to high salary we are getting. Okay. So this one by default here, ASC, there is, it is ascending meaning. So I want a salary with a descending order, DESC we can use descending order. Okay, here descending order we are getting. High salary to low salary is nothing but descending order. High salary to low salary. Okay, now next here. So many records there, guys, here. Okay, just 3 records only there. If hundreds of records there, some other keywords later also easily will understanding. For example, here limit limit 2 I want limit 2. Out of all, only 2 I want a limit. So by default, first 2 records returning. So in database, guys, these are the IDs. So every ID having a internal indexing, 0 indexing, 1 indexing, 2 indexing, like that. So from 0 index onwards, so 2 records accessing by limit. Okay, now here limit followed by offset. Offset 1 I'm using, offset 1. So this one is 0, this one is 1, and this one is 2. Next one 4, like 3, 4, like that there, guys. So here this is 1 and first one is 0. So offset representing from index 1 onwards. From index 1 onwards, guys, offset value representing from the index 1. Okay, this one, guys. From there onwards, limit representing how many we want to access. 2 records we want to access. It means 2, 3 we are going to get it. Okay, so in Python slicing concept there, guys, their start value, end value, like we are giving. So here also same like this. Limit means how many, offset means from where, like that we can decide and we can access it. And next, again all the records there. So now here where condition we can use, guys, where ID equal to 2, where ID equal to, wherever ID is 2 is there, that is where accessing. So if ID 20 not there, then empty set returned, no problem. So now here logical, relational operator there, guys, where ID greater than 2, ID greater than 2, if multiple there, all return, only one only there. So where ID greater than or equal to 2, it means including 2 above records we are getting, and where ID less than or equal to 2, okay, including 2 less than ID 2 related records getting. So equal to, if not there, then only 1 returning, guys. Okay, and here just equal to 2 means only ID equal to 2 related we are getting, and this is not equal to 2. Okay, ID not equal to 2 related we are getting. Are you clear, guys? So selecting means accessing related, filtering related, where condition we can write. So here the n number of variations we can do it, guys. If we know these all the queries, later this particular query, whatever we want that as per the our requirement, here we are going to write, and we can execute it. Are you clear? So okay, SQL queries later I will discuss this. So today one project I want to do, CLI project is command line interface related project I want to develop for interacting to the students. For interacting to the students, I want to create one DB with the name called the student DB. In this student's information, student name, student age, student marks, student mobile number, like whatever we want, we can create. So I want to add the student, I want to update the student, I want to delete the student, I want to access the student through the Python scripting. Through the Python scripting I want to do. So CLI means command line interface. It means so I want to read inputs from the user what they want to perform. For example, some options I will display as 1 for inserting, 2 for reading data, 3 for updating data, 4 for deleting data, 5 for entire data uploading to one CSV file, uploading data into one file. Okay, 6 for existing, like that options displaying. Whatever the option user entering, that option related query I will send from Python script to database. I will do that particular operation. Okay, for this one command line interface application I'm going to developing. Are you ready, guys? Okay, now I'll start here. Yes, in next week, guys, in a week, okay, in 10 days. So going to start the Django session. This is just update. Anyone interesting after Python, you are eligible for learning Django. So using the Django web applications going to developing. For example, right now your senior batch going on. So this is in class only teaching guys some. In class only, people only doing. I'm giving guidelines, next what like that. So whenever here clicking home related, all the articles displaying. So if I'm clicking here about related page displaying. So registration, logins related, like different menus we can create. After login, these all things hiding like that, guys. Okay. So here the coming days, I'm going to implementing. This is right now going on current project only. So if clicking here, out of all the articles, only this single article going to filtering. If I'm clicking on this name, this particular user created all articles are filtering. Multiple users may create multiple articles in the social media blog application. So based on the author name can filter, guys. Okay, here the dates also there. Based on the dates, ascending order, descending order, we can create. Okay, so 21, guys. 2 days back only I created this one data. And yesterday this is the entire UI presentation applied using CSS, HTML, Bootstrap, and all. For example, here see. So here the things left side there. This is the right side there. Here menus left side there. Here right side there, guys. So if I'm minimizing this application, so all the menus are hiding. So like this coming. And here these menus one by one vertically displaying. In small screen like this displaying, in large screen like this side by side displaying. Responsive applications we can do. Like this number of applications in Django developing, guys. So anyone interesting developing web applications like this, so can plan about that one Django course. This Python course is enough for learning the Django. Okay, na? This is just update. Okay, now previous program I'll open. So in last lesson, database related, I created this window. So one program we did guys in the last session. I'll create another one, Python file. Now here, student, simply student data. Okay, student code operation or else CURD, student code, simply student code app.py. I'm using my application name like that. Student CURD means create, update, read, delete code operation related application. Okay, so here we can also install, guys. We can also install okay, another modules, guys. So we can also install another module Python based. We have a different modules, guys. MySQL related. PyMySQL we used in last session. So now I'm going to use another different module, guys. I'm going to use another related module. So the module name MySQL connector related is there, guys. Just wait, guys. I'll have water. Okay. Now comes here. Open the command prompt and install one module, guys. Open the command prompt and install one module. So here pip install MySQL hyphen connector, guys. Connector CONNECT or connector hyphen Python. So this is also one of the module, guys. Can install this one. Okay. So now here the command prompt I'm opening. And now here use this one. Whenever we are using pip command, we have to connect to the internet, then searching for this module, collecting this module, downloading this module, installing this module. Successfully installed, guys. So far, for all my projects, I used PyMySQL module. So now for your session, I'm using new one, MySQL connector Python. This is another module. Using this also, we can interact to the MySQL DB, guys. So after installing this one, we have to import this, guys. We have to import this one in our Python script. Okay. So now come to our Python coding, and now here we can install it. Already we installed. So that installed module, I'll give you in the script also. So now here first import this MySQL dot connector. In this MySQL, after installing this module, this is we are importing as MySQL dot connector, like that we are importing. In this we have a connect method. In this we have a connect method. Using that, so we are going to creating the connection. We are going to creating the connection. So first of all, I want to create the functions, guys, for every operation related. So first of all, connect to MySQL related one function I want to create. So in Python functions, using def keyword, we are going to create. So get connection, and now here return, directly I'm going to return this MySQL dot connector dot connect method. In this imported module, MySQL dot connector is imported one. In that connected there, guys, function. So to that function, inputs we are going to give. Host is local host we are giving, and username is root I'm giving. Password is also root in my machine. And next, I want to interact to one database, guys. The database name is so for example, student DB. The database name is student DB. This one I want to interact. Okay. So now later this function name I will use whenever I want to interact with the database and I want to create the connection object. So every time instead of writing in multiple programs, simply one function I created for connection. So directly I will use this function name for connection. So first what need to do means this name, with this name database we have to create. So open the MySQL. Already I opened MySQL. So now here create database, guys. If we want to create our own database, so this is a command we can use, create database followed by the database name. So what is I required? Student DB with this name, student DB semicolon. Okay. So with this name, if already database available, then error throwing us. So if not available, then creating. Create database followed by the database name. For example, if I'm trying to create one more time, then see here the database exists like that. Cannot create a database like that showing us. If we don't want guys this database, then in this place drop command we can use. Drop database followed by the database name. If it is available, then going to deleting. Drop command is going to deleting. These all commands available in the material. So after this application, I will let you know about those all commands. So right now I created a database and I want to select this one as my current DB. Then I use so-and-so DB I'm using. So right now in this any table there are not can see like this so tables, no tables there. So later I want to create guys. Okay, in this right now I want to create tables. So one student related table create here. So if we want to create a student related table, okay, here only I'll write. So create okay, create table. Creating table is create table. For creating database, create database like that we are using. Create table followed by the table name. Table name is students. My table name is students of. So in the same line, if you want, you can write a more lengthy query. If you want, you can break it multiple lines also, no problem. So students of in this what columns we want. So decide and create. Okay. I want ID column, guys. ID column. This is integer related, I'm expecting, and auto increment, I don't want to give value. Automatically, I want to increment every time whenever I'm entering student data. So here, auto increment, and this is as a primary key. I want guys primary key like we are writing. Okay, these all are some constraints, guys. So ID column with the integer value required. Auto increment means ID value we are not giving, every time incrementing, starting from 1, each time 1 incrementing. Primary key means this is a unique values maintaining and null values not maintaining. Must be value required and that should be unique. That is the meaning of primary key. Okay, so next one more column, guys. So one more column, student ID. Now I used student name. I want, guys, simply name, and it's related data type var simply 100 var of 100 I'm using, or simply var of 50, like whatever you want, you can use it. And next age, student age related I want, guys. So integer related I'm taking. And next, student marks related, I want student marks. So for this float data type I'm using, guys. Float data type I'm using. And then, okay, any other columns if you want, you can use. So later, guys, depending on requirement, I will add some new columns. Okay, we can add new columns, we can remove the existing columns, we can renaming the existing columns like that. Okay, this is the command right now I'm going to use. So execute. I will successfully executing. So query OKL zeros effect like that coming. If any error there, error coming, guys. So now I created only one student. This command you can execute. So now one table is there. This table description, if you want to see, DESC followed by the table name. Okay, then so far these things are created: ID, name, age, marks. ID is integer type, and null values not allowed. Remaining all are yes, yes, yes. There, guys. It means, so if you are entering data, then taking the data. If not entering, then null value storing. If we don't want null values while creating this table, so for every column related not null, like we have to write. So if we are using like this not null constraint, then must be required for these columns also data, and it is auto increment, and this is a primary key, like that, something understanding. Okay, so now I created one table, guys. In this table I want to add some data, guys. I want to add some data. So using SQL query we can add, or else from the Python script we can add it, no problem. From the Python script we can add it, no problem. So come to our coding. So now, so far the database object I created, guys. Whenever I'm calling this return keyword, going to return this database object. This database object going to return. Okay. All of you clear so far what I did? So now here, so first task, guys, I want to insert the data, guys. Insert, insert a student data, or else a student record. Insert a student record. One record I want to use from the Python script. Okay. So now for that one function I'm going to create. Okay, insert student data, like something whatever you want, you can write. Now here, student related, what do you want? The student name I want, student age I want, and the student marks I want, guys. So here in our table, 4 columns there: name, age, marks I'm entering, ID automatically incrementing, automatically adding. So now there's a 3 columns, 3 values data I'm going to send whenever calling this insert student related function. So now inside that connection object I'm going to creating as some connection equal to get connection. So this get connection is what? This function. Because of this connection object returned here, this is assigned to this one. Now directly creating connection object. So now here cursor object I want to create using connection object dot cursor method we are creating. Okay. So next query you can create, as required query you can create. Query equal to, for inserting the data we require to create insert into query, guys. So insert into, by using this insert into command we can insert the data into the required table. insert into where in required table name in this student in this students. This is our table name. This table name is students. Insert into student. Simply insert into table name. In this table name, columns you have to represent this columns. So name I want, and age I want, and marks also guys. Name, age, marks, bracket closing, and values of and then here inside the parenthesis for name which value you want, for age which value you want, for marks which value you want, those values directly you can write here. For example, name is character related quotations format we are entering here. Age is number related normal number value we are entering. Marks related also again number related normal number value we are entering. So this first value to first column, second value to second column, third value to third column, like properly assigning. For example, guys, here I'm entering marks, but here marks column there, third column. So these marks are assigning to name field. That's why whatever the order there, this column, same order you have to give the values. So direct values, if you want, you can give here, guys. You can give here. For example, here this is the age, guys. So for age related, or else this is a name related string values required. So here we write like the string format between the quotations we require to give. For example, if I'm missing that quotation related, then SQL injection errors coming as SQL injection errors coming. Okay, SQL related some injection problems coming. So to overcome that, we can use this percentage S related symbol, guys. So now for this percentage, yes, string values, number values, anything we can enter. So all are accepting this percentage as a special character. Now this value to this first variable, this value to the second variable, like that binding. So whenever we are using execute method, there dynamically we can send values to these percentages. Okay, now so we can write advanced query like this, guys. So here I created SQL query like this. Query I created like this. And the next I want to execute this query, guys. If we want to execute this query, see here only values, name is what, age is what, marks is what, also we can enter, guys, directly. Okay, now? So which name you want? For example, here first I'm going to take Ashok. Ashok I'm taking. So age 35 I'm taking, and marks 90 marks I'm using, guys. Marks 90 marks. Okay. So next I want to execute this one, guys. In the cursor object, we have a execute method. So to this execute method, first SQL query we are giving, guys. Query, comma, values we are giving. Okay. Check it, guys, here. Properly check it. So query separately I created and values separately I created. Now here query comma values if we are using, in this query these values are injecting. Okay, this first value to this first placeholder, this symbol, second value to this second symbol, third value to this third symbol, injecting as some. Or else this entire query in single line only, if you are writing these values directly you can write here. So you can assign to one variable, directly that variable you can use here. That is all your wish, guys. That is all your wish. Okay, now. So after executing this query, result, if any there, command store here, guys. So right now we are using insert command. Whenever we are using insert command or update related commands, guys, in database some changes are happening. So we have to do those changes permanently. Okay. So if we want to do those changes permanently, so we have to use the commit command, guys. So connection object dot commit we are using. Commit is a method. So whenever executing this commit, then only those changes are permanently happening in the database. So this record permanently saved in the database. Okay, this is my connection. This connection dot commit we have to use it. Got it, one. So after that connection object we have to close it, guys. So connection object we can close it simply. So after closing, for confirmation, if you want, you can use here. So student inserted successfully, student data inserted successfully, student data inserted successfully. This is message I want to write. So whenever you are calling this one with required 3 names, then those inputs related one data is going to create in. If you want to read these names dynamically, then inside the function only without these parameters, empty function create, inside the function, enter the name, enter student name, enter age, enter marks, like we can create. We can ask guys using input function, and those values we can send to this one. Different ways we can do it guys. That is our ways. Okay, for inserting one function I created, later I will use this function. Now I want access these things guys. Okay, so task 2 is what viewing means getting all the records. So in database term, for getting all related fetching we are calling fetching all records, student records, fetching all student records. For that, one more view required. So def fetch students like one function I'm creating. So again here the connection object I'm creating, and next here the cursor object I'm creating using connection object of cursor method. And the next required query can create is here. Required query you can create. So query equal to select star from table name is so our table name is students. Table name is students. Okay, just students like I'm using. Table name is students. Select the star from table name. Select star from table name. From which table you are going? From which database? In this database, looking for students table. Okay. Yes. If available, then going to executing. So next, cursor dot execute of and this query can execute. So if you want this entire query, you can write inside this execute method only. So after executing us, all the data getting and storing into this cursor, So now from that cursor, we can access data. So I want to write each one I want to get using the for loop. So for row in cursor object dot fetch all method is there. So from this cursor object using the fetch all method, so all the records getting tuple of tuples format there is. So every tuple getting here, and that is I want to print. So that row I want to print. And after the accessing, we have to close. This connection object. Okay, that's it. That's it, guys. So now getting related done, guys. Getting related done. So next update related, or else some other tasks also I want to write. Okay, later we'll add guys. Right now two things: inserting, fetching related. So I'm doing, and other tasks later I'll write. So now here while loop related we can write, or else in Python we can use this if double underscore name double underscore equal to string format double underscore main double underscore like we are writing. So now here this is our string value guys. So current file, this is our current file guys. So current file is considering like a main file guys. So because of this is a predefined attribute, using this one double underscore main like that getting value. So this one and this one if both are equal then returns true. No, these all things I'm getting confusing like that. If you are thinking normal while loop, you can write while true, then write okay, I'll execute this one later. While related also I'll do the changes. Okay, so in this way attribute is double underscore main double underscore value you're getting automatically. So now that is matching to this one. Yes, both are true. I mean both are equal. Then this condition returns true guys. Then going inside. So now I want to call insert student method guys. Insert student method, and now here the give it guys. So here coming to here. Okay, here the wait guys, one small change I'm doing. So here the physical values are given directly if we want to execute. So at the time of calling, I want to give the data, then only these parameters accepting the data. So that's why here without data here, this parameters you can use a name, age, and marks related. Okay, directly we can give it. So this name binding to here, this is binding to second one, this marks binding to in this third place. Okay, so these three values I'm using here, guys. That is a concept. Okay, now here you can give the values. So one is Ashok name and age is 35 and marks 90, guys. Okay, one record I inserted. One record I inserted. So if you want multiple records, can insert them. So for example, 5 records I want to insert, guys. 5 times I'm calling the same function. Create one time, use a number of times, guys. Function related. Next here the Srini I'm using, and now here for example 30, and here the marks 80 there, and here marks so 30 only there, guys. So marks 30 there, and the next marks 60 there, 60, and the next marks 70 there, guys. Different marks there, and the ages is so 45, 25, okay, and 26, like that, different ages there. And next coming to here, Ashok and Ashok Kumar I'm giving, and here Ravi Kumar, Ravi Kumar I'm using, and Surya Kumar I'm using, guys. Okay, different names you can use, guys. So because of this, insert function calling and going to executing. So after that, I want to access records, fetching related. One print I'm using /n because of this new line getting. So here I want to display one message like all students, all students data, like that I'm displaying. So here calling the fetch students method, guys. Calling the fetch students method. Okay. So now check it here. Check it. Only these two things I'm executing, guys. Only these two things I'm executing. So here from the user, I'm not taking any inputs, guys. From the user, I'm not taking any input here. If we are using while related, so 1 for inserting, 2 for fetching, 3 for updating, like that we can use. In this main block, whatever the functions calling there, everything automatically executing. Okay, now this is our Python script, how to execute. Right click here and click on this one. Now check it, guys. For first time, student inserting, second time, third time, every time print statement I given. That's why 5 print statements there and all students data. So far we created these records, 5 records there. So comes to the MySQL, and now here, so select command can use. Select start from table name students. Then check it, guys. So from the Python, we sent this data and that is coming here and saving. Later, this data again accessed also and here printed. So later, lot of operations will write, guys. So who are getting marks more than 70? Okay, whose age less than 30 there? Like that, we can filter as per the requirement. As per the requirement. Okay. So here the all at a time executing is inside this whatever the functions calling there. If we are using normal for loop, command line interface application generating 1 for insert, 2 for getting, 3 for updating, like that also we can write. Okay, I'll do those things. Okay, this program will write. Next time if I'm executing this, again this all one more time executing. So again one more time trying to going to inserting. Okay, that's why normal while loop related only better one for making or for creating CLI based application, command line interface application. Okay, so next update related here. Here the different marks there is who is getting what is the highest marks 90? This is I want to access. For that, one more function can create here. So now two functions done here. One more function. Now def. So for delete related, for update related, like we can create it as whatever we want. Okay, no? So I score related, I, I score that's now here again connection object. You're going to creating connection object and using this cursor object you are creating as every time. And next directly I'm going to use executing query here. Cursor dot execute of here string format we can create. Okay, so here select star from students. Select star from students. Students where where marks where marks greater than here where marks greater than 70. The people who are getting salary, I mean marks, the people who are getting marks more than 70, those all I want to filter guys. So the same command, is this working or not? If you want, you can check it here first of all. So here, query execute now. So Ashok and Srini got more than 70, 90 marks, 80 marks. So high scorers related, high marks who are getting, those are all filtering guys here. So after executing, and that information I want to display here. So for row in cursor dot pachal and then print row guys, print row. So simply row if you are printing, tuple format you are getting, and then create closing connection object is closing connection object. That's it. So using this function, so who are getting marks more than 70? These all people related records filtered in guys. Okay, so that related you can call here. So actually I don't want to call this one student CLI related application, I'll write. So for that here, while we are using as a while true. So while expression value if true is there, until it is true is there. So while loop related statements repeatedly executing. So when it is stopping inside the while, if any break keyword statement executing, then only stopping. If any break keyword statement executing. Okay, no? So now we can write print. So one for add student or simply insert student data. So next two for fetch student data. Simply fetch students data, all the records. Okay, and three for so high scorers related. I want is when pressing three, then high scores, high marks simply high marks who are getting. I want to access them. And next, so this is for update related, update student data, and the next five is for delete student data, and the next six for exit exit operation guys. These things I'm selecting. So here one normal statement can write, one normal statement. So please enter your please select your choice. Please select your operation. Please select your operation like that displaying. Outside while loop means only one time asking. Inside the while loop, if you are writing again and again asking, please select your operation. Please select your operation. Until you are clicking this exit, you can use it every time like this inside writing. So this is all depending on your requirement guys. So now here choice. Okay, here the user choice I want to take it. User choice. So here entered any operation or else enter any number to continue, guys. Enter any number to process. Enter any operation number. Simply enter any operation you would like or you want. Now here something number entering, that number string format reading, that is I'm converting into int, integer type value there here. So I'm going to check if choice double equal to 1. Choice double equal to 1 means user expecting what? Inserting the data. So for that purpose already we created insert student related one function, insert student related function. So here the physically data we can give it, or else from the user we can read it. Name. So here entered student data. Enter student name. Enter student name. Something name entering, and next entered student age. So this is a student related age, guys. So now I'm going to converting into, or else eval we can use. So required format taking required format, and next the marks related. So enter student marks. Enter student marks. Okay. So here if you want like this, operation related. Now 3 inputs asking us, those 3 inputs you can give to this function, name and age and marks. Okay. So yes, and after inserting immediately, if you want to stop this while loop, so here only you can use break, but I don't want to use break. It means again asking. Okay, so one more time repeating. Please select your operation again. So one more time displaying like that coming, guys. So now here one more condition I'm checking. L if choice if double equal to 2, then choice double equal to means fetching records related, guys. So here fetch students related we can call, and next L if choice double equal to 3, guys. Choice value if it is double equal to 3, so what they want, a high scorer related. Okay, this one, this all already developed. Next choice if double equal to 4, so 4 related what, update student related. So not implemented, that's why pass I'm going to use. And next choice double equal to 5 also not implemented, later I will implement. So temporary like this we are writing, syntactically correct, logically you are not going to get any output. And the next L if choice if double equal to 6, then I want to exit, guys. So then break we are using, then while loop stopping. Okay, na? While loop stopping. So before that, thank you for choosing this operation like that, or something can write. So okay, no problem. Other than these things, guys, if any other option selecting, then coming to the else block, and here writing. So please select a valid option. Please select a valid option like that writing. Okay. So this is repeatedly now executing. These all are commented. So now here, check it, guys. See, please select your operation, and here the inputs there. So enter any operation you want. So for example, I want 2, guys. So 2 means fetching students data. So now here all available students data displaying. Row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, 5 record there. And again repeated, while loop repeated, please select your operation. Again one more time, please select your operation asking. So one more time all options displaying. I don't want to do any operation. Simply I'm selecting wrong operation 7. Then check it, guys, here. Please select a valid option like that coming. And again select your operation there. So this one every time if we don't want display, then outside while loop you can write. Okay, now I'm selecting 6. 6 means exiting, then stopping. Stopping is after 6 entering, execution stopped. Okay, and if I'm selecting 1, one is for inserting data, guys. See here, immediately asking enter student name, enter student name. So for example, Ravi or else Raju I'm using, and enter the student age, enter the student age. So for example, 22 I'm using, enter student marks 75 I'm using, guys. Okay, so now student data inserted successfully. Again asking, okay, until you are pressing 6, repeatedly asking. So each time only one operation only I want to do and I want to stop means. So in every operation, guys, so you have to use break related. For example, here I am using break. After getting the records here also break I am using. And after getting high scorer related also break can use. Okay, like that every operation related you will get it. So comes to here and now execute. Now please select your operation like that. And now here any operation there. So 2 I'm using, then records displaying as records displaying and stopping. And next every time we have to execute here. So if I'm using 3, then who are getting marks more than 70, those all people displaying. So here a lot of people there, guys. So who are getting marks more than 70 only filtering. Remaining less than 70 related marks people not filtering. Okay, so like that. So if I'm using here insert, immediately asking enter the data like that. So I'm using this 8th one, then so select a valid option like that displaying. So that's why this message only one time I want to display, every time I don't want. So outside can make it. This is a meaningful there. Now here if I'm using 8, if I'm using 8, so select a valid option and again options displaying. If I'm using 6, then stopping, guys. 6 I use it, then stopping. If you want one by message, you can write ending message. So like that, what we are selecting, that operation only we can perform it. This is a CLI based application we are calling. So now inserting, fetching, iScore related done, update related. So one more function can do, guys, here update related. So def for update related, we can write the logics. So I want to update based on the student ID, guys. Student marks I want to update. Student marks I want to update based on the given ID. So here update student, update to student marks. Simply update to student marks using what? Student ID and using the marks. For example, new marks. I want to update with the new marks. This is my function, guys. So again, connection object creating, cursor object creating, and then execute the query. So directly here we can execute or the different variables you can create. If we want to update, guys, if we want to update, then we are going to use this update command. Update followed by the table name, guys. Update followed by the table name, followed by this set. Update table name, set which columns we want to update. This marks column I want to update with so and so marks. So here directly static values you can write what marks you want to update in this column. Okay, I mean not updating, marks equal to so and so I want to set, where here you are going to give the condition. You know? So now here these values dynamically I want to get, that's why percentage yes I'm using. Next ID equal to, where ID equal to, this ID is nothing but student ID, guys. So again we are going to use percentage yes, percentage yes. Okay, this is my query, guys, SQL query. And next so values equal to, so this student ID, these marks. So new marks, student ID like that, no problem. And then next I want to execute the query. Cursor dot execute of execute of. So in this place, what we want, these new marks, marks with these new marks, guys. That's why So now I'm going to use here query is first one and then values second one. So here what happening? Check it here. What happening? So in these values, first marks there and student ID there. So these marks binding here. Marks equal to so and so, where ID equal to so and so student ID. They are going to updating. Okay. So or else this entire input you can write here, no problem. That is all our wish. So after updating, so we have to execute the commit command. Connection dot commit we have to use, and then I have to close the connection also, guys. Connection closing, and I'm printing student marks updated successfully. Student marks updated successfully like that displaying. Okay. Now here this is third operation. Third operation related. Immediately you can check it here. This one update student data. Update student marks by student data, or else simply update student marks like just I'm giving guys update student marks. Okay, so that is what the fourth option. Now here update student marks there, and here the break we are using. So to this function, two inputs required. What those two inputs required? One is student ID, another one is marks required. So those two things can read here and send here. So now here student I will simply ID guys, SID equal to, so input of enter student ID, enter student ID, something ID value entering, and that is in the form of number coming guys, string format coming, no problem. And next marks guys, marks, so enter student marks like that coming, and both we can give it so SID and marks, SID marks. This SID to the student ID, marks to the no marks, sending to here. Okay, so those things now we can use. And now here calling this and stopping as execute. Update to student marks option is what? Fourth one. Enter any operation you want. That is a fourth one. So now here enter the student ID asking. So in database, right now we have a student ID 1, student ID 2, 3, like that there guys. Okay. So Ravi Kumar related, the student ID 4 I'm entering, or else Suri Kumar, student ID 5 related I'm entering. Student ID 5 and marks already here 70 there. So 65 I want, or else 25 I want, 25. So now here, check it guys. Both I given 5, 25. Now student marks updated successfully. I got message student data updated successfully. So really updated or not, check it here. Surya Kumar related record, check it here. Surya Kumar related record 25 updated. Previously 70 there. Now updated with 25. So if you want, you can see here Surya Kumar record 70 there previously. Now updated with 25. This one. Okay, now. So like this. Now updated logic done, guys. Updated logic done. And next one more operation. Delete related. Option 5 is pending there. So option 5 belongs to delete related here. This one. So again, this one I will use copy paste. So here delete student by ID, or else simply delete student data. So only based on the ID I want to delete, guys. Based on the student ID I want to delete. Okay, now? or else some condition also we can write it as I want to delete the students all these students I want to delete who are getting less than 35 marks. I want to delete all these students who are getting the less than 35 marks related all the students I want to delete. So different conditions we can write guys. Got it? Okay, based on the ID if you want delete just this ID we can pass or later here query you can write, that is all your wish. So here for example I'm not going to take, so who are getting less than 35 I want to delete student data. So here my task related task 5 this one delete students with marks less than 35. Delete students data with marks less than 35 who are getting, then those are going to deleting. This is what task related. So now here function is there guys, connection object creating, cursor object creating, the required SQL query we have right. So direct query I'll write, direct query I'll write here direct query I'll write. If we want to delete guys data, then we have to use delete from table name command. Delete from table name where so only delete from table name if we are using all the records deleting. I don't want all the records. Based on this condition only I want to delete. So that's why where is required. Delete from table name where marks less than 35, where marks less than 35. This is the query guys. Delete from table name where marks less than 35. So directly these all records going to deleting. Okay, and later the changes if you want commit command we are using, connection closing you are using, and then deleted students who failed. Simply less than 35 means failed students exam. So you can write here a message deleted students who failed. So now here simple message like I'm writing guys. Deleted student who failed, students or else students deleted who failed, like that message can write. Now here fifth option also enable it guys. Now here delete student data and then break it. Got it. So here re-execute. So check it guys in the database. So right now here records there. So here who is getting less than 35, this one and this one. Two records Ashok Kumar and Surya Kumar you're getting guys. Ashok Kumar and Surya Kumar. So without deleting us here number of operations we can do. Number of operations for data filtering related. Okay, no problem. So I'll delete now here. Option 5. Option 5. Then deleted students who failed. Successfully message displaying. Now execute. See, two records deleted. So this Surya Kumar record deleted because marks less than 35 there, and Ashok Kumar also deleting because marks less than 35 there. So at a time by sending single query deleting group of records. So here only some operations are given guys. Later the number of tasks we can create here, function based tasks. So this is one function. As for the requirement I created here. So based on the requirement SQL query only changing guys based on the requirement. So this is another one. This one is belongs to who are getting marks, who got marks greater than 70. I score I marks related people records accessing, all the students accessing, and here inserting related. Okay. So like multiple functions there guys, depending on the requirement, n number of functions we can write, all the functions related options displaying here. What user expecting, those things can do it. Okay, if we are using Django, then the GUI interactions, for this purpose, GUI interactions we are developing. Delete, update, all URL there. When we are sending particular URL, that URL based records going to deleting or getting all the records or getting specific record, or who are getting salaries more than here marks related only there, no? Not salaries. So who are getting marks more than 70, marks less than 70, or else range also who are getting marks between 40 to 70. 40 to 70, like lot of operations we can perform it. Okay, so like this we can develop, guys, using the while loop related options we can read from the user, and those options related functions we can execute. So this is called a CLI based application, command line interface application. If you are learning a tkinter module in Python, one module is there called a tkinter module. In Python, number of module there I said, some are predefined, some are user defined. Tkinter module is there. If you are learning about that module, Python based GUI application, Python based GUI application, presentation related also you can develop, guys. Okay, so if you are learning Django, Python based web application we can develop it. Using tkinter module, console-based application or desktop-based application we can develop a single user-related application, and using Django web applications and some multi-user applications we can develop it. Okay, so depending on the requirements, people can use modules as Django is different behavior, Flask is different behavior, tkinter module different behavior, like that. Now this is the CLI only from the command inputs reading and as per that performing action. Okay, called as CLI, command line interfaces. Okay, so I'll share this program to you guys today, and here the number of database operations we can perform. For example, where related I explained here, the where the names related you can see, guys, where name equal to, for example here, so where name equal to Ravi, like I'm using. So name equal to Ravi related, no record is there. Exactly Ravi related. Name equal to exactly Ravi related, no record is there. But if name contains Ravi, I want to access as where name like operator we can use. Where name like Ravi percentage symbol we can use. Ravi followed by any name if available, then return. Ravi followed by any name. Simply name starts with Ravi related getting. Name starts with Ravi. For example, here I am using RA. Name starts with RA related. Ravi, Raju, RA starting guys. Name starts with RA related getting. And next here, so Kumar I'm using. So ending slash if I'm using. So name ends with Kumar. Where is there? Here is there. Name ends with Kumar related, all the records getting. Right now here ending slash given, guys. Wait, starting Kumar this meaning, and now here this percentage starting you can give it. So in this percentage place, one or more characters may accepting. Okay, ending if Kumar is there, that is matching. Before the Kumar, may available, may not available characters. Okay, so starting percentage, ending also percentage giving. If employee name, this is student. If student contains Kumar, starting or ending or middle anywhere in the student name, if contains Kumar, then going to filtering. So starts with Kumar, ends with Kumar, contains Kumar, name contains Kumar, name ends with Kumar, name starts with Kumar, name exactly equal to Kumar, name not equal to Kumar. Like that, n number of queries we can write, guys, as for the requirement. What is this one? So SQL queries, guys, you have to do the practice in our material also. I given lot of queries here. So here the basic question and answers related I given. Do practice here. So question and answers related. By seeing this one, you'll understanding, guys. And here SQL queries related. So for creating tables related, here command I given. And next in that data I want to enter here right now table creating, later inserting related, like all the commands there here, show tables command, primary keys auto creating using auto increment primary key column like that. Okay, so now here the insert related there, using insert into like explanation there, one example there for that inserting related. And next guys, selecting data related, select query we are using. So for that example there here, select star from table name. And next fetch one, fetch all related, like all explaining. After getting data, then fetch one, fetch many, fetch all, whatever you want you can use. Based on the where condition, how to filtering a given, using update command guys, how to updating command I given here, and how to deleting related commands I given, limit and offset related explanation given here. Okay, so where clause related number of examples I given here for your practice purpose, MySQL practice. And here these all are relational operators. We can use these relational operators. We can get more filtering guys. So here price equal to 20 related products filtering, price less than 20 related products filtering, price less than or equal to 20. Okay, price contains starting 2 followed by any number. Okay, this is the price in 18 or 25, matching with 18 or 24 related filtering. And not in means except 18 and 25 remaining all price related products filtering. And price like 2 followed by percentage there. Okay, price like same query only this one, 2 followed by any means 2 rupees, 20 rupees. Okay, like that, if any there, those all are filtering. And price between 20 and 30 means from 20 rupees to 30 rupees, and middle including 20 and 30, 20, 21, 22 up to 30. So in this range, if any product there, those all going to filtering. Okay, so here the logical operators also there guys, and or not, those all things related queries there here. Okay, na? So do practice database related queries, do practice much more. Python scripting, how to creating, in the last session I explained coding. Okay, so these steps do practice. So small changes only required. So here the CLI based application I developed, or else a task related, if they are asking create a function, check it guys, here for example this one, create a function to insert the data into the database. Then like this one function you are creating, and directly this function you can call here. Directly that function you can call here using some inputs. That's it. Create a function to get all the records from the database. Then, so like this, you can write inside that SQL query you are writing. So in that connection object you are creating, and then SQL query you are sending, getting data like that. So whatever they are asking, based on that one function you are going to create. So here who are getting marks more than 70 related. Okay, here update related based on the ID. So wherever this ID is there in that record, with these marks update. So like that, they are giving requirement related logics, you have to write it. Okay, so I'll share one material guys, and that material separate, there's all information I given, so follow it. You are installing module, and in database you are creating database and selecting that one and creating table in that, and later you're going to performing required task. So here all the tasks they're separately functions wise, all together you can merge and create like a CLI applications. Okay now, and this application only guys, if we are spending more time, then more advancedly we can develop it. Here only this right now here the all data we got it. This entire data we can export to one file like a CSV file. It means database data we can access via our Python scripting, and that data we can export to one CSV file or into one Excel file or into one JSON file, and the data we can save in our local. Or else if we are having any data in the JSON file or Excel file or in CSV file, the data we can read and that we can send to database via our Python script, like requirements there guys. So use internet and do practice. Okay, now some tasks I'll share it. Along with these tasks, some other tasks also there. Okay, so these all do practice, spend some extra time. So next session guys, OOPS concept I'll start. OOPS concept, one of the important Python concept, OOPS concept. And here someone asking here the why using this one like that. Okay, so here the while loop related, if you are using, it is asking from the user the option what you want to perform like that. If we are creating like this, so it is not asking options here. So directly functions we can call. Inside this, what are the functions there? Those all functions executing. Again, if I'm executing one more time, again re-executing all these statements inside this what are available. Okay, every time whenever executing this script, those statements are going to executing which are available inside this one. Okay, so by default, here our current file related is if we are using double underscore name double underscore, this is one attribute. This is one attribute. In OOPS concept, you will understanding about this attribute. Double underscore file double underscore name double underscore, like different attributes there. Using this, you are going to get this name only here. Double underscore main double underscore. So here what is there? Main related there. Here also main there. Both are matching. Then execution going to starting. Okay, now? In the OOPS concept, you will understanding about special attributes. Okay. So I'll stop now this one, and tomorrow OOPS concept related we'll discuss guys. See, if multiple days, if we are spending multiple variations related programs we can do. Just one CLI based code operation related here. I mean, depending on the requirement related, I did here. That's enough for this day. And these materials are uploaded. So here the number of queries there guys for your practice. So do practice these all things. And here the procedure related this file also I given. And here the major queries which we are using regularly. So here I given guys. So do practice these things. These are important mainly. And next these questions also I given guys. Database related, SQL queries related. So for example, I don't know about first one, what is SQL purpose of it. Simply copy that and check in internet. So SQL stands for structured query language. Using this SQL, we can send the query to the database. We can get the response from database like that. You are understanding. Okay, no? Yeah, thank you. See you. Bye.